Welcome, Chosen One.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Gwent video. Today, some Scoia'tael Harmony. Now, Scoia'tael has always been one of my least favorite factions, just cuz. But they've had a few decks, a few archetypes that have resonated with me a little bit more. One being dwarfs. You know, I mean, who doesn't love dwarfs? I mean, say what you will about the state of dwarves now. Maybe they do have some maybe oppressive things going on every now and then, but as a whole, like, the deck is still fairly wholesome. And they're dwarves. They're just cool little dudes. But another one is Harmony. Now, believe it or not, there was a time way back in the day when Harmony was oppressive. It was oppressively tier 1. This was back when there were leader abilities that just straight up played a card. And I don't mean like this. Like, sure, this plays a card. But there was an old effect called Mystic Echo. Play a Scoia'tael special card from your graveyard. People play Water of Broccolon, which all the way back then was considered an insanely powerful card. Now it's been power crept like 15 times just this year. It got a buff now. Dryad Fledglings went up to 5 power, so it got a 2-point buff. Very nice. But back then, even at 4 power, Fledglings, this was an insane card, and you just used your leader to play 2 in the same turn. And then, there you go. This was long ago. Then that was nerfed, and the game just kept power creeping, and Harmony was left in the dust. And it was made very apparent how little of an archetype it actually was without the Mystic Echo double water abuse. But we've gotten a few new cards, all of which I feel are really good for Harmony in different ways. And I'm really just going to talk about the new cards here in the intro, and then we'll talk more about the deck as a whole while I play. First off is Chameleon. 4/4 beast. Deploy, infuse self with a random Scoia'tael primary category that you don't control. So it's a 4/4 that will always trigger Harmony. Now that by itself sucks, but then you have the order, replay self, then reduce own base power by 1. So you lose 1 point on the Chameleon, but then you trigger all your Harmonies. That's pretty good. And it's pretty good. It's really fun. I really enjoy playing this card. We have multiple synergies with it in the deck. One of which is Antherian. Another new card, 5/5 with Harmony, which on order will give another allied unit Harmony. If you use this order on a unit that already has Harmony, it gets Harmony too. But you can just make any of your non-Harmony units become Harmony units. It's good. And of course, this spreading Harmony across the board makes Chameleon bouncing even better. This is a great card. This is a great card. Another great card, Lake Guardian Dusk Aspect. A 1/8 with Harmony, whose Harmony is also triggered in hand and deck. So even if you... I mean, here's the thing, like, when you bounce Chameleon, like, sure, you prefer to have a board setup that benefits from it immediately, but at the very least, you always trigger this. And this is good. This is good. I consistently get this to 16, but I've gotten it to 20. I've gotten this to 20, which is so crazy. It's an 8 provision finisher. It's just... It's crazy. I mean, it's a build around card. But I mean, here's the thing. Even without a Harmony deck, if you just make a deck with a lot of different tags, you could still just play this. This is not a Harmony exclusive card, I think. But, you know, that's an idea for another day. Lastly, we have Mysteries of Lochfane. The new scenario, 15 prevention scenario. Progresses when you play a unit with Harmony. Prologue spawns Lake Guardian Dawn aspect and sets its power to the number of Scoia'tael units with unique primary categories in your starting deck. Long text, but basically, for us it's an 8, I believe. Because we have Dwarf, Gnome, Dryad, Beast, Elf, Machine, Witcher, Treant. Yes, it's an 8. You can get this to 10 if you have a human and a dragon as well. I've tried that. But the dragons, like Scoia'tael has a good dragon card. But it's really expensive. And it's just kind of anti-synergy with Harmony. So I decided to just not do it. And as far as humans go, they're all trash. The only decent ones are the hand buff bronzes. But Hawker Smuggler as a 6 provision, 4 power engine in this deck sucks. And the Hawker support is only good when you boost something in your hand that is already boosted. And I can't even find the card. We only have one card in the deck that could benefit from this. That is Lake Guardian Dusk Aspect. If we don't draw this, this is a garbage card. Even with this, like, this is good with Torque. Anything else, it's still underwhelming. But it could be decent if you get the 3 boost. So I've gone with 8. The nice thing about this is we can also use our leader to trigger Chapter 1 immediately. Chapter 1 will boost any Scoia'tael unit we play by 1 for every category it has. Our leader actually has Relic and Token. They have 2 categories, so that's a 2 buff. So if we play this into a leader, that's an immediate 10 points. And at that point, we don't care if they heatwave it. We got 10 points. They get 0 points. We paid only 5 provision more. That's worth it. So heatwave, we don't really give a shit. And that's always nice when you play scenarios. Now we don't have a lot of consistency, which means we won't always draw the scenario. Luckily this deck has a lot of ways to win. Obviously, Lake Guardian getting like 16 to 20 points. Good finisher. We have the Zoltan Munro Dwarven Chariot transforming thing going on. That can definitely take a round by itself. And what are Broccolon? Just spawning 2 5-strength engines. This is also a card we can follow up immediately with our leader to immediately trigger the Harmony on them. That can also be considered sort of a finisher. One spicy card that I want to talk about before we get into the gameplay. Hopefully I haven't been rambling for too long. God damn it, I have. Cat Witcher Mentor. Originally I just play Cat Witcher, and I think that's what a lot of people are going for. You know, the Witcher tag is a very unique tag to put in a Harmony deck. But I felt like I had too many engines. There's too many cards I wanted to set up early that lost value when played late. But Cat Witcher Mentor is a card we can play in the mid to late game. It can get a decent amount of point slam points on deploy. And then, it actually has synergy with Chameleon. When you replay Chameleon onto Cat Witcher Mentor's row, you get another boost. And, while it's not as relevant, it will sometimes be relevant, and it's pretty good. When you transform Rowdy Dwarfs into Dwarf Berserkers, that counts as a new unit appearing on the row. Or a new card, so that can also trigger Mentor. Now, just one more justification for running the Zoltan Munro package. Zoltan has 2 categories, which means an extra boost from the scenario. That's nice, right? And we're already playing Chariot because Chariot is awesome. It is so good. Okay. God, I talked for way too long. Let's get into the gameplay before we reach 10 minutes. Enjoy the video. Thank you for watching. Let's go! Punk One Love. Skellige. This is gonna be tough. Pirates. don't think our units are going to survive a lot, so... Maybe they are. Oh. Okay. Okay. Sunset Wanderers and Vial of Forbidden Knowledge. Already a couple of cards I didn't entirely expect to see here. I mean, he's way less committal than Waters of Broccolon, but he's also way more likely to die. Okay. I'll take that. I will gladly take that. But that means that they're not playing Harold. No, not Harold. King Bran. They're not playing King Bran. I think maybe it's. I think maybe it has to be dwarf time here. Probably shouldn't hit that, you know. Like, I don't want him to be too tempted to bounce that. Yeah, if we're getting hit with full discard package here, I'm glad I'm committing to dwarfs. Alright. Maybe no second skirmisher. I guess there's no real need for row stacking. Alright. Kinda sucks, but I mean, he'll keep his armor, so like it'll still... But you could ping it off. Yeah. I don't really care too much about that. Do I have to go into waters? No, I don't want to do that. A shame I don't have a Dwarven Chariot here. I mean, he loses a little bit of tempo for doing that, and it doesn't have much armor. Of course it hit that. Well, if I'm gonna Barnabas, I better Barnabas now. Well, I don't have a Dryad. Okay, we are out of options for dwarf pings. But we do take it on even. Yes. Oh, that feels good. That feels good. What do we do? I mean, we have to look at our draws here. What do we do? Alright, 7. I can pass. I'll get card advantage and a long round. Here's the thing. I don't have great options for this. I'm just missing an elf. We can maybe get one. This might be stupid against pirates, but I mean, it's not veteran pirates. Oh, ooh. Okay. Well, glad we don't have to deal with Terror of the Seas. But there is still the scenario. But we have our own. They're not playing Devotion, so there's probably going to be a heat wave. I don't want... I mean, if it sticks, it's good. I mean, what are we missing? Not much. Actually. I would like a chariot. I'd like the Fauve, Call of the Forest into that chariot. And I can't brick anything here, so... That's terrible. That is terrible, actually. We're gonna get butchered. We're gonna get hit so hard. Probably lined up that last skirmisher. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, just going for leader. Just going for the leader. Okay, well, we have card advantage. We have more points from our leader, I'd say. So that's good. Now we play this. As long as they can't kill too many of our things. Like if they have heat wave and they want to heat wave this, yeah, they're denying me a I don't know why you hit one thing that's not an engine, but okay. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, they have that big Wanderers too. Jesus. That sucks. Wait, how did he die? How did that even die? It just went from 0 to 3. What am I missing? I don't know. Hate that he killed both my elves. That's costing me some points. No, Fukusha, no. Okay, man, he doesn't have a great Fukusha. I mean, if I can bounce these chameleons a little bit, That would be nice. Lippy. Was that intentional? He plays Knickers, but not Roach. Okay, they have one more card. Wait, did I trigger that Wanderers with an empty deck? I just noticed. I could still lose. Don't kill the chameleon.
Don't you pester me.
What is that card? It was the second thing. But he's not killing the chameleon. Okay, baby, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's look at the points, coming in hot. Is it my turn again? Well, still get a 12-point guy. I'm not going to BM too hard, but I'm going to play this. Fuck it, I'm going to... I told you I got it to 20. I told you I could get it to 20. Okay, so they messed up a little bit. They gave me an additional card advantage, but I did win by 26 points. So there's a good chance, even if they had messed that up, that I could have still won. Double chameleons bouncing. I mean, that's how you get the lake aspect 220, is by bouncing chameleons, because you get so many harmony triggers. And when that just goes into your finisher, that's good shit. Okay, that's not good for us. I mean, we have a lot of engines. This is a decent variety. I'll actually just go for this. Normally I do want to spend all of my mulligans, because that just increases the odds of drawing into our good cards. I feel like this is a decent hand. Oh. Nordling, is it? So poison?
I spend more time passing cards than I do eating it.
I'm just gonna play him, because like if they're playing poison, like this is their best target anyway. So I might as well make them spend a lock on it, you know? I know what I'm doing. Yeah, so they have a pretty efficient leader against our engine spam, but hit that. No, you had one job. You could do it. That's nice. I like playing half of Hunter and then just giving Harmony to the other elf as well. So, oh, come on! Why does Thirsty Dame always have dumb interactions with things that you don't even think about? Oh. Alright. Okay. I think our opponent is a little bit spicier than they initially let on. I think maybe... I think it's chameleon time. No! No! It's Thirsty Dame, you stupid. I hate Thirsty Dame, man. Why did infuse have to be a status? Oh no. Oh. Okay, we got a leader charge. I don't think I would have done that. Like, they were so far ahead. But I should probably pass. I mean, I need 30 points in 2 cards to actually take this. Now this can be 15, 16, 17, 18 if I get a dwarf down first. 18 plus... no. Just no. Okay, but now we know, now we know. Thirsty Dame is making our chameleons way less efficient than they normally are. I mean, with a couple of harmony engines, it's still good. Like, it's still net positive. But I'm not super keen on it. Just a proactive Blight Maker with no target? Does that... like, I don't know if that signifies that they're gonna pass, or...
The waters of Brockland, their taste still upon my lips.
Okay, it does. It does. Alright. Oh, I really want my scenario. I really want it. I mean, we have other good stuff, but I really want it. I really, really want it. I need to mulligan one of these. I think that one's best. Okay, no scenario. Ooh, that is not good. I mean, we still have Zoltan, Monroe, with the Dwarven Chariot for all 3 charges. If we grab an elf, if we grab the half-elf hunter, we can get a decent Barnabas.
Life is fleeting, yet life is eternal.
We have Lake Guardian Dusk Aspect. Not for last say, but still, I mean... oh. I mean, that maybe dodges poison, but it's still...
My, the Van Moorlands, they truly spoil us.
Wait, yes, they won't let us talk to strangers. My name? I don't recall.
Playing this before leader is good. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, it's a Renfri deck.
Yeah, it's Batiste. Go ahead, feel it.
Oh. So no scenario then? Or... no, I have seen... I have seen Renfri scenario decks. It's pretty interesting. Okay, but that's... let me guess. 10 or less power. Well, we're gonna have a lot of those. Cooldown 7. Fuck, they're gonna get to use that twice. 6, 5. They're gonna get to use that twice. Oh god. Well. I don't know if I'm going for that half-elf hunter. I have so much else I have to set up first, but I mean, it's at least 10 points though, right? Okay, he's just locking shit. Go boys, go! Okay, so he's locking Zoltan next turn, probably. I would imagine. That's fine. That's fine.
Creaky door.
Yeah, I just killed the spy. That's okay. Can we get these to 11? We should be able to do that. Okay, that's a shit card for them to have to play now. Okay, good. Go, my boys, go! Make daddy proud. Wait, what? Was that poisoned, or did he use this really fast afterwards? Not sure. What you gonna do? Starting to take care of the Dormant Chariot, huh? Well, it did its thing. That chariot made Daddy proud. Especially when that happens. Like, I'll take that. Okay, so this will boost this to 11. So we turn that above 10. Then we just don't want to go too tall with this. And same with this. Hopefully I get rewarded for that as opposed to punished. So this is 14. It will trigger Harmony. So 17. Okay, so we know there's no invocation. Okay, so there is Heat Wave. There is Heat Wave. What is that last card for them to one Heat Wave now? I'm a little bit scared. Is it a poison? No, that wouldn't make sense. It's Roderick into Earton.
Not your lucky day.
Oh, you know what? You know what? Playing wholesome as fuck Harmony and beating a Renfri deck that plays Earton and gets the really good cooldown 7 and also is like I don't want to say pathetic. I don't want to insult my previous opponent there. Like there's no, like, that's uncalled for, but like also going above 25 cards just to put in Heat Wave. It feels really good to just beat that with Harmony. That is just good shit. Good shit. I think we're gonna call it there. No. Now I played 3 matches. I'm only showing you 2 because, as some of you may have noticed, I'm only doing 2 matches per video now. There's plenty of reasons for this. I don't want to spend a lot of time now talking about that, but like I have my reasons. It's basically just to take away some of the stress, some of the pressure that I have had with video making in the past, and it's just to allow me to more easily actually make videos. You know, because, you know, part of the reason I was gone for like almost 6 months very recently is because, you know, it's just a lot of stress, a lot of pressure. I got burned out, and you know, for the first couple of years of doing this, I had basically no life outside of this, but now I do. I have a job, so I don't have a lot of time. I have less energy, but I want to do this, and I want it to just be fun and enjoyable for me. And yeah, like often the fact that I've pushed myself to always have 3 matches, like there have been a lot of times where that is what made or broke the video, because maybe I got 2 matches, but then I just couldn't get a third one that was interesting, like win or lose. Like I want them to be fun or interesting. Like if I lose, but it's like a really interesting close game, that's good. That's good content. But a lot of the time, I couldn't get a third one that fit the bill. And I'd been recording for 2 hours, and you know I just got really tilted and then discouraged, and then you know like I want to completely avoid that. And limiting myself to only needing 2 matches makes it a lot easier for me to keep this up. Like I'm not saying I'll never do 3, but I think 2 is gonna be the baseline, at least for now. And then, you know, sometimes I may do 3 because I get 3 good ones, and you know I'm feeling really good about it, and I want to give you guys an extra treat. But the standard for now is gonna be 2. But I played 3, and the first one I did lose. It was against Line Pocket's Crimes. It was a pretty close game for the most part. Like if I had been doing 3 matches per video, I would not have minded including that. Because like it wasn't like it was a cool matchup. You know, my opponent was playing a deck that I respect. You know, I like just straight up Crimes with a Herald Gord finisher and all that. I like that. I respect that. And you know, it was a lot closer game than I expected when the match started. But yeah, I decided not to show it. Again, if I'd been going for 3 matches, I would have shown it. Like I wouldn't have pushed myself to record more, because that would have been good enough. But I think these last 2, like the ones that I actually did show, I think those are nice, because that's like SK Pirates, that's one of the big baddies in the meta. But then Renfri is like the top baddie. Like doesn't matter what the rest of the deck is, if it's Renfri. And honestly, seeing somebody play Harmony and get Irdened and still win, and then you know playing Harmony and then beating Renfri, like doesn't that feel good? Like isn't that sort of feel good content? Because that's what I'm going for. I haven't talked about the deck at all in this outro. I mean, there's not much to say that I didn't already say like during the gameplay and such. I worked on this deck like quite a bit actually. You know, just tweaking it, testing the consistency, testing the flow of it. You know, like how well are our draws in terms of like a good mix of engines and non-engines, and getting a variety of categories, drawing enough of our big boy cards, you know, because that's one of the nice things about this deck. Like it's a scenario deck, but if you don't draw the scenario, there are so many other cards that could still, you know, do the trick. Dusk Aspect Lake Guardian is an insane finisher. Zoltan Warrior Munra Braze combo is... I mean, there's a reason this is just slapped into almost every Scoia'tael deck at this point. Because it's just really, really good. And I acknowledge the hypocrisy of me including this, because I tend to avoid these auto-include types of things. But like I said, you know, I have my reasons. Zoltan has two categories. He's one of few units that have 2 categories and get that extra boost from scenario. We need dwarves anyway in a Harmony deck, so why not just play the best ones? And we're already playing Dwarven Chariot, no questions asked. So we're already halfway there. So that's why I put it in. Not just because it's really strong, but I have some good reasons as well. And I'm proud of that. I retained a speck of my integrity. But honestly, I did not expect to enjoy Harmony as much as I have. Like, I've always liked the concept of the archetype, and you know, my first few builds this season were very lackluster. Like, it was just like, okay, we take the Harmony cards, we need some cards with categories. What is this? But honestly, like, after putting in like the powerful dwarf combo, fitting that neatly in there, and figuring out the bronzes, at least somewhat, including Cat Witcher Mentor instead of Cat Witcher, after discovering the synergy with Chameleon, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now, you can tweak these bronzes quite a bit to your own liking. And some of the golds are also flexible if you want to play a different version. But I honestly, like, as far as just solitaire decks go, I think this one actually performs really well. Very, very comparable to my last video playing Knights and our Knights. It holds up. Definitely does. A lot of underutilized cards. Getting some time to shine here, which is always nice to see. Like, even Cat Witcher Mentor. Like, there've been like movement decks and Cat Witcher decks that didn't even include this. But it's a cool card. And it's just, like, we have our early round cards, then we just need something to play in the middle and towards the end. Cat Witcher Mentor is fantastic for that. And he has additional synergies that make him go beyond the 9 points that he can play for on deploy. Like, he can go well beyond that. So it's a point slam card that's also somewhat of an engine, which is just a very interesting concept. But yeah, the deck is really fun. Not 100% optimized, but I honestly think I did a good job with this one. Like, honest to God, I'm tooting my own horn here. I'm very happy with what I built. I recommend it to anyone who enjoys this type of playstyle. If you have any tips or tricks on how I could improve it even further, I would love to hear it, because this is definitely a deck I will revisit in the future. And let me know if that's something you're interested in. Like, another thing, like, God, why am I talking so long? Like, part of why I'm only doing 2 matches is so my videos would be shorter, but this one is almost an hour long, because I'm an idiot. Well, actually, that's because I haven't cut out the game yet. Never mind. But another thing about doing only 2 matches per video. If it's a deck you like, you want to see more of, let me know. It's super easy for me to do another video of it a little bit later. And now you have a total of 4 matches with the deck. But if it's a deck that you're not really that interested in, people aren't really into, well, thank God I only wasted my time making 2 games worth of the video. So, yes, if you want to see more of this, I'd love to play more of it. I will play more of it at some point, but if you guys are really into it, it may happen a little bit sooner. That's all I'm saying. Thank you so much for watching, and if you listen to this entire ramble, you are a soldier. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's so hot in here. I closed the window just to keep the noise down when I record, and it gets so hot. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what else you want to see. Let me know if you try out this deck, what you think. And yeah, I hope to see you again soon. Until then, have a good one. Bye.